Fix this, and everything changes. Do you believe that you take care of your health? You watch what you eat, you take supplements, you move, you try to live correctly. But what if all of this is held up by a single thing? And if it falters, everything else collapses like a house of cards. Many are certain that the main thing is to eat clean food, drink vitamins, and stay in shape. But there is something without which none of this works. If you ignore it, consider it a trifle. If you live in a constant rush and do not listen to your own body, the organism gradually stops recovering. And especially after 50, nature no longer forgives such indifference. Some people have even forgotten how this natural mechanism is supposed to work. When we were children, it was perfect. Nature precisely calibrated it within us so that the body knew when to rest, to cleanse, to renew. But over the years, we ourselves have disrupted it. With lack of sleep, with stress, with endless worries, with coffee instead of silence, with screens instead of peace. And now the body is sending signals. Fatigue, blood pressure spikes, irritability, anxiety, sudden awakenings at night. It's as if your body is saying, you can take supplements, you can count calories, but until you restore me, nothing will change. And the most important thing is that this is not a disease. It is a warning. It so begins what thousands of people go through. Visits to doctors, tests, pills, one diagnosis replacing another. And when they fail to find the cause, they at least try to suppress the consequence, to feel better in some way. But nothing truly changes. Because until the main mechanism is restored, the organism keeps returning to the same point. I think many of you have already guessed what I'm talking about. It is your sleep. The simplest, most natural process that we, as adults, have unlearned to respect. We treat it as something mundane, yet it is what governs everything: the heart, blood vessels, hormones, memory, mood, even your desire to live. We've all heard many times that a cigarette shortens life by 11 minutes. This has become common knowledge. But why does no one talk about how many years each night of insufficient sleep takes away from us? Studies from Harvard Medical School show that chronic sleep deprivation increases the risk of heart and vascular diseases almost as much as smoking. And scientists at Stanford have established that people who sleep less than 6 hours live on average 6 years less than those who get a full night's sleep. 6 years! And all of this is not because of a disease, but because we have stopped allowing the body to do what it does best: recover. So, if you truly want to take care of yourself, start not with a new supplement, but with giving your body back its main tool for healing. In the next few minutes, I will show you how to restore your sleep so that it begins to heal you every night again. So, the 6 years of life that sleep deprivation takes from many is not a sentence, but a chance to get it all back. Your body is not broken. It's just waiting for you to let it recover. Give me 7 minutes, and I'll show you 7 simple steps that will help you sleep peacefully, deeply, and wake up with a clear head, in a way you may not have slept for many years. Number 1, do not chase sleep. Many people try to force themselves to sleep. They toss and turn, get irritated, look at the clock. But the more you try to fall asleep, the more the brain holds on to wakefulness. After the age of 60, our production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, decreases, and any extra tension blocks it completely. Research from the Harvard Sleep Center shows that even slight irritation before bed reduces sleep depth by almost 40%. It is as if you only slept for the first 3 hours and then woke up again. What should you do? Let going to bed cease to be a command. Lie down, close your eyes, and simply allow your body to rest. The goal is not to fall asleep. The goal is to relax. After 10 to 15 minutes, sleep will come on its own, like breathing. Try it, and in just a couple of nights, your brain will remember that the bed is not a place for struggle, but a place of peace. You will be surprised, but the next habit ruins sleep much more than late-night coffee. Tip number 2. Late-night tea and water before bed. After the age of 60, the kidneys work more slowly. If you drink tea, juice, or even just water at 10 p.m., that liquid will remain in your body until the middle of the night and will wake you up when your body finally relaxes. The Mayo Clinic notes that an additional 200 milliliters of fluid 2 hours before bed increases nighttime awakenings by almost 30%. What should you do? Have your last drink 2 hours before bed. And if you want something warm, drink half a cup of water with lemon. It will quench your thirst, but will not force your kidneys to work all night. After 3 days, you will notice that your sleep has become longer, and your morning blood pressure is more stable. Tip number 3. Light versus sleep. The brain determines day and night not by the clock, but by your eyes. When you scroll through your phone in bed, it receives a signal. The day is still going on. Cortisol is produced, and melatonin is blocked. Scientists at the University of California found that even 10 minutes under the blue light of a screen delays falling asleep by 40 minutes. The solution is simple. An hour before bed, turn off bright lights and turn on a warm lamp. Set your phone to night mode and the screen to minimum brightness. And if you can, try a digital detox at least 2 evenings a week. You will be surprised at how much calmer your heart becomes in just a week. Interesting fact, in 1964, a student from California, Randy Gardner, stayed awake for 11 days and 24 minutes. By the end, he started seeing things that weren't there, mixing up words and forgetting where he was. Doctors followed him for years after, and even though he was young, his memory and focus never fully recovered. So, if you think one sleepless night isn't a big deal, your body remembers it much longer than you do. Tip number 4. Sleep loves coolness. With age, our body loses its ability to cool down quickly, and yet, it is precisely the drop in body temperature that triggers the deep phases of sleep. The optimal bedroom temperature is around 18 degrees Celsius, approximately 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Research from the Norwegian Institute of Sleep confirms that even 2 degrees above the norm reduces the deep sleep phase by 20%. If you feel cold, it is better to wear light socks than to turn on the heater, and open the window for 10 minutes before bed. This is a signal to the brain. It is time to rest. Try it, and you will notice that you fall asleep faster, and your body feels lighter in the morning, as if you had slept longer. Tip number 5. Late-night ruminations and news. After the age of 60, the brain becomes more sensitive to emotional stimuli. Even a simple news story or an argument can overload the nervous system, and it does not have time to switch to sleep mode. Studies from Stanford have shown that people who read the news before bed take 1.5 times longer to fall asleep than those who simply write down their thoughts on paper. What should you do? Before bed, do not think, delegate. Write down everything that is bothering you on a piece of paper. Let the paper hold your thoughts while you sleep. Try it tonight, and you will see how gratefully the brain shuts down without a fight. Tip number 6. The power of ritual. The brain loves repetition. When you repeat the same actions before bed, it perceives them as a signal. It is safe. You can rest. Eliminate randomness. Every evening, do the same thing. A warm shower, a short walk, or 3 minutes of breathing. This is not magic. It is a conditioned reflex. Just as the smell of coffee in the morning, an evening ritual turns on sleep. After a week, the body itself will start preparing in advance, and you will no longer have to wait for sleep. It will be waiting for you. And the next habit seems harmless, but it is the one that interferes with sleep for most men after 60. Tip number 7. Sleep is not a debt. Many people think, I will not sleep today, but I will catch up tomorrow. But the body does not store sleep for later. It works things cycles, and every missed hour disrupts the rhythm for several days to come. Research from Harvard shows that if you miss one night of sleep, it can take up to 3 days to restore your hormones and blood pressure. The solution is simple. Go to bed at the same time, even if you do not feel tired. After a week, your internal clock will become accurate again, and you will feel how your body wakes up on its own without an alarm clock. Allow me to tell you one last story. Recently, I had a long-living patient at my appointment, Victor. He was about 95 years old, and he was just coming in for a regular checkup. But he was so young in spirit and body that I simply could not believe it when I looked at the numbers in his medical chart. I asked him, "Victor, how do you manage to stay in such amazing shape?" He chuckled and said just 2 words, "Sleep schedule." So today you have learned that 1. Sleep does not come on command. It needs relaxation. 2. Late night drinks wake the body up at night. 3. The light from screens prevents the brain from transitioning to darkness. 4. Coolness speeds up falling asleep. 5. Thoughts and news activate the brain like coffee. 6. Rituals help the brain feel safe. 7. You cannot catch up on sleep. It needs to be respected every day. Your body is capable of sleeping peacefully. You just need to give it a chance. Let this evening be the first one when you go to bed with a smile and the confidence that you are in control of your health. If the video was helpful, please give it a like and write in the comments which point was the most surprising for you. This will help other viewers find simple solutions. And in the next video, I will tell you about a drink that helps you sleep more deeply but does not cause morning weakness. Take care of yourself. Age is not an enemy if you know how to listen to your body. Good night, and see you in the next video. Thousands of seniors have found this video helpful, so I highly recommend you watch it. Click to keep going.